college, is the author of 16 books. He is a frequent host and moderator at many venues, including the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences in New York, the Players Club, the Harvard Club, and the Film Forum, to name a few. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Foster Hurst.
My goodness, thank you. What a warm welcome, thank you very much. I was afraid there wouldn't be anyone.
Can you hear me? Hear me now. Now you hear me. Leslie, you were at the film last night for that extraordinary reception. How many of you were at Grauman's last night? Were you surprised that 60 years after its premiere, the audience responded to the film in that way?
I was overwhelmed. When we made the film, we thought the film was pretty good. And we thought, well, in those days, film life was a year, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years for a masterpiece. But nobody would dream that the film passed 10 years, 20 years, 30 years,
60
would still have a public. I know I can't count that far. I kept saying, I'm going to Hollywood for the 50th birthday. Somebody said, Leslie, you've got to go on. It is 60. It's staggering, it's staggering.
You did stay to see the film last night.
Yes, I stayed, we all stayed, I was with friends, and we were so thrilled and impressed by the beauty of this print. Absolutely brand new, the colors were exceptional, and the sound. I thought the sound was so brisk and clear and pristine. It was really a magnificent print.
Could you see the film in an objective way and see what all the fuss was about?
Absolutely, yes. The more, the more years go by, and I think the more I'm objective. And I could even forgive myself for my little whispering, our love is here to stay. I felt so bad about not having been able to sing, because Jean and Vincent said to me, well, come on, Leslie, do you want to sing with us? And I said, oh, I can't sing. And so Jean said, well, why don't you hum just one bar? And, under duress, I hummed one bar. And it's pretty cute, it's good.
Now, is it true for the historical record that you owe your film career to Gene Kelly?
Oh, yes.
That is absolutely true.
Absolutely, entirely to him. He saw me dance with the ballet des Champs-Élysées. I was being the Sphinx. I was about 17. It was an overall tights that looked like it was naked. Just a tiny little drape right there. And with a great dancer ballet. And it was quite spectacular. There was a spectacular set with a platform. It was like a circus. And the Sphinx was up on the platform giving, every night I was making it up. And having fun, and had those long nails and those long ears. And the ballet was a huge hit. It was very modern, very unusual. And Gene Kelly was there on the opening night. I didn't meet him that night because I was just a young girl and I didn't know anything about the protocol. backstage protocol that you wait for people to come in and congratulate you. So I had just gone home on foot. And a year later, I was contacted and asked if I wanted to meet Jean Calais, who thought of me for an American Balance. I said, that's ridiculous. I can't dance jazz. And who is he, anyway? I had never seen one of his films. And so I was explaining the very big star, Hollywood. Oh, Hollywood. You know, I had other things in mind. I wanted to be a ballet dancer, like Pavlova, and classical. And, but I was a polite little girl, and I said, okay, I'll go to the meeting. And Jean received me at the Georges V Hotel and said, well, I know you can dance. I would like to make a test because I want to see if you can photograph and if you can, what your voice is like, and, you know. And so, I said, all right. And so we did the test, and then I forgot about it. I thought, okay, that's done. And then suddenly, 2 weeks later, there was this phone call, you're leaving for Hollywood in 3 days. And it just threw my life upside down. I didn't know what to do with myself for 3 days. So I couldn't think of anything better than to cut my hair. And I made myself a suit to come over with. And as I was underage, my mother had to come along. I had to have a chaperone. And so we went. And that was the story, the beginning of this long story. And if I wasn't altogether comfortable for an American Paris, because I knew nothing at all about filming, I didn't really speak English, and acting, I didn't know anything about it.
You could have fooled us.
I started taking lessons after the film was over.
But when you got here and you were inexperienced,